Hello and welcome to your monthly numerology here at Readings at the Round Table. I'm Jennifer and this is your monthly numerology for November 2024. I love this. I do. I love that the numerology for November and December is always the same monthly numerology as it is in January and February of the next year. The reason why I love that is because we're sort of carrying over a little bit of the energy from the previous year, moving into a new year with a new number, because 2025 is a 9-year. Currently, 2024 is an 8-year. 44 8-year is what I say. There's some people with numerology that don't feel that way. That's fine. To each his own. But this is a 44 8-year, and moving into 2025 is a 9-year. So it is going to be the same, but a little bit different feeling of the vibration with the numbers that you have for November as in January. So, but it's carrying the same energy over so that you can kind of clear the energy, move into something new, while still bringing a little bit of the old with you. You know, making yourself comfortable, I guess I should say. So for November, we've got a few things happening, some interesting things happening astrologically. On November 1st, we start the month off with a new moon in Scorpio. New moon in Scorpio hits its peak at 8:47 a.m. on November 1st. So not only is it happening on the first day of the month, but it's also happening first thing in the morning. So I really do love this. And by the way, that is 8:47 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when it hits its peak. On November 2nd, we have Mercury moving into Sagittarius. Now, this is not the worst place for Mercury, but it is certainly not its favorite place, because Mercury rules Gemini, which opposes Sagittarius. And so it's feeling a little bit uneasy because it's opposing something that it rules. However, here's the kicker. Jupiter is currently in Gemini. Guess who it rules? Sagittarius. So, and that's the more modern version of astrology. If you're looking at the traditional, it's a different ruler, but this is what we're going with. So Jupiter rules Sagittarius, Mercury rules Gemini, and they're opposing each other. So this is going to be real entertaining for a minute. That's what I'm going to go with, entertaining. On the 3rd of November, we have Mars moving into Leo. Mars does enjoy being in fire signs. I mean, it rules Aries. So Mars does enjoy being in Leo. It's a good time. On the 11th, Venus moves into Capricorn. Again, not a horrible place for Venus. Its worst place is in Virgo, and who can blame it? I mean, I have a Virgo sun. I can't blame Venus for that. But definitely, it's not a horrible place for Venus. So again, we're just still dealing with a lot of the planets are moving into places that are not the worst, but maybe not their most favorite. On the 15th, we have a full moon in Taurus. The full moon hits its peak at 4:28 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also on the same day, Saturn goes direct in Pisces. So that Saturn is currently in, again, not the worst place for Saturn, but certainly not its most favorite. But it's giving us a little bit of a boost on our discipline. Now that Saturn is moving direct, it's giving us just a little bit of a boost in our discipline, because going retrograde in a water sign, it's already feeling a little weird in that water sign. And now it's going retrograde. It's just like, okay, this is good. But going direct, it is going to give us that boost in our discipline that I do feel like we need. On the 19th, Pluto moves back into Aquarius. Now, I haven't looked ahead into 2025 that deeply, but I do not believe that Pluto goes retrograde into Capricorn again. I think Pluto is here stationing in Aquarius for the next 20 years. Pluto does not fully leave Aquarius until 2044. So we're in this for the long haul. Yeah, I kind of dig that. Now, on the 21st, we have the sun moving into Sagittarius. All right, Sag season. I mean, I love all those Sagittarius out there just like, oh, celebrate good times. I know, you're in it. On the 25th, we have just a little bit of a curveball, but not a huge one, because we deal with this a few times a year. Mercury goes retrograde. It's okay. We're going to be okay. We are. Just make sure you read the fine print. Make sure you double check everything. It's going to be all right. It's a few weeks out of the year. Like, what is this, the third time or the fourth time we've had Mercury retrograde this year? I know. It's not horrible, and I'm double ruled by Mercury. We can get through this. And it's after the election, so we should be clear. Hopefully. Well, the election here in the U.S., just FYI. And it's really gearing us up for this holiday season. Mercury retrograde, mix up in communication. Please double check with your guests. Please double check with everything that's going on. And please double check like prices and your money situation as we move into the holiday season. More on that in just a second. Now, at the end of the month, we're ending with 3 planets and North Node in fire. We have 3 planets and South Node in air. 2 planets in earth and 2 planets in water. So it's pretty balanced. I mean, we're in a pretty balanced situation, I feel like. More so than we have been like some parts of this year. But I'm really digging this. I feel like this is going to be a fantastic month. Now, I want to tell you about the stone that I have picked for this month. Or maybe it picked me. I don't know. But I want to talk to you about this lovely, lovely crystal stone, however you want to put it, and see what you think. Okay, so the one that I picked is sodalite. Sodalite is such a fantastic stone. I mean, look at this. Look at how gorgeous this is. And look at how many different sorts of like, I want to say like variations we have. Okay, we have some darker ones, we have some lighter ones with more of the white veining in it. I have some rough and some polished here, some smooth. This is like one of the prettiest like examples. I love this. Look at the browns and the blacks and the whites and the blues, and it predominantly is a blue stone. But wow, 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 wow. The thing about this bracelet I really want to show you is, do you see like all the variations that are in this bracelet? That is fantastic examples of like all the variations that you can get in sodalite. I know. And this, I can't help it. I mean, isn't that just gorgeous? I know you can see the reflections of my lights, but isn't that just a gorgeous piece? And of course, we have like the ones that are, don't roll off. Don't roll off. Stay right there. We have the lighter ones that does have, you can still see the little bit of brown in it, but the lighter ones are still, I mean, so pretty. I even brought out a wand, you know, a wand, a heart, some polished, some of the more like rough stones. I have a lot of these. I really like sodalite. So let me tell you why I like sodalite so much. So one of the things that I really, when I was looking up, and I got several different books here. One book that I pulled from was Crystal Therapy by one woman that we don't speak of a lot. And the other one is Judith Lukomsky. I think I'm saying that right, but Crystal Therapy. It is a fantastic book if you can get your hands on it. The definition that I really love is helps you release control issues, increases psychic awareness, and is wonderful. It is a wonderful third eye stone. Seriously, that is fantastic. And I think that releasing control issues during this time of Mercury going retrograde is going to be really important. It also helps clear electromagnetic stress. So being around like your computers or being on your phone all the time or having to use your GPS, this is a good time to like use some of this stuff. Use sodalite to help clear out some of this stuff. This is great for building self-esteem, self-acceptance, self-trust. It relieves panic attacks, phobias, guilt, mental confusion. I think that is amazing. I really do. This stone helps to stimulate the pineal and pituitary glands, and it harmonizes with the third eye and deepens meditation to understand the circumstances in which you find yourself. Again, we're entering into the holiday season, especially here in the U.S. because we have Thanksgiving before we run into Christmas. It helps to eliminate confusion and intellectual bondage. It releases mental conditioning and rigid beliefs, creating space to put new insights into practice, bringing about emotional balance. I love that. It transforms a defensive or overly sensitive personality and releasing core fears and control mechanisms and integrating the shadow qualities. It's useful for groups. It brings harmony and solidarity of purpose, stimulating trust and companionship and encouraging interdependence. Sodalite clears, again, electromagnetic pollution and can be placed on computers. I think this is such a wonderful thing. I do. I love this. I love this stone. I think it's wonderful. And this is the other book that I use, The Encyclopedia of Crystals by Judy Hall. Highly recommend this book. I have a couple of copies of this. Can't get away from it. I know. I love it. I do recommend it to everyone. The other thing that I wanted to tell you is I am going to be pulling from 2 decks of cards today. I'm going to be pulling from Moonology, the Oracle cards, and the Goddess Guidance Oracle card deck, so that we can get some advice for your individual monthly numerology. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to November. I'm really looking forward to revisiting this monthly numerology when we move into a 9-year and seeing what the difference is, what the vibration is going to be like, because with this month in particular, we have a lot of planets that are starting to move into into new signs. They're going direct. They're starting to go direct. Mercury's going retrograde. It's a lot of energy, but I'm looking forward to seeing what the numerology looks like for you in January under the different vibration of a 9-year. I know. So excited. All right, stick around. Let's see what your individual numerology is for your life path. And so we can get through the last of this 8-year. Hello, Life Path 44. Well, Life Path 44, November for you is going to be a 9-month. This is a little bit of a preview, a prep session for what it's going to be like in 2025 for you, because 2025 is a 9-year. And January for you is going to be a 9-month and a 9-year. So, just letting you know, it's a little bit of again, it's a preview. So, with you, Life Path 44, you're the alchemist. You're the spiritual architect, a master healer. You create life-altering achievements. It's very powerful. It is. So with you stepping into the vibration of a 9 in November, this is going to be a time of transition, completion, releasing, choices. It's all of that and more. This is definitely a time for you to be very generous, be very compassionate. And I want to say, really, you need to do those things with yourself as well. Not just with other people, but definitely also with yourself. This is a time of rebirth. That is not always easy. It's not. Because what we're doing is we're completing cycles here. We're transitioning, we're moving into something so that we can fulfill our life's purpose. I don't know why I'm so tongue-tied today. But we're moving into something so that we can fulfill our life's purpose. Bringing about completions or endings is the only way that we can have a new beginning. In order for you to truly have a new beginning, you have to accept an ending in something in your life, even if it's a small thing. It's just like I tell my kids every year. You have to say goodbye to this grade so that you can move up into the next grade. And that's kind of what we're doing here, is you're showing yourself or you're showing others, because you teach other people how to empower themselves and you empower other people as well. But the thing is, you're stepping into this wonderful time of just saying, I'm going to move into the next step with courage, because I know I'm leveling up. If we've got something ending, then something new must be beginning. It's a great time. Is it challenging? Yes, yes. This is time for you to remove all that physical and spiritual clutter that has been like littering your life. I don't know if you need to go through your phone or through your social media and clear out some of the people that are just like taking up space, even taking up space rent-free in your head. Maybe it's just time to clean out the sweater drawer, or I don't know, your office supplies. Definitely that for me. But this is definitely a time for you to move forward with courage. So, the mantra of the 9 is, I embody the flow of this moment with courage to change. I want to emphasize the courage part, because courage is not the absence of fear. It's feeling afraid and still going through with it anyway. It's feeling afraid, but just saying, I'm ready to do this. I don't know what this is going to bring, but I'm ready to do this. Let's go. And the thing is, as a 44, you need to release control a bit, which is a sticky situation. I don't like to release control, and I'm not a 44. I just am a Virgo that likes to control things, okay? I like for everything to be perfect. So releasing control is challenging, but that's part of the changes. You see, we can't control everything, but we can control how we react to stuff. So again, this is a time of rebirth. This is a time of a lot of choices coming in, a lot of new choices. And I think that this is going to help you see that there's a bigger circle here happening. And in order to continue through that circle, you're going to have some endings to bring about these new changes. The lesson of the 9 is to recognize the patterns and let them go when they are no longer serving your well-being. So look at the patterns of your life. What's not working anymore? What used to work really well but isn't working now? What's never worked? It's time to release those things. In the vibration of the 9, the shadow side is fear of change, fighting change, which is so much fun, and that can lead to being impulsive and moody and really a little, I don't want to say careless, but I guess careless is the only word I can come up with. Careless with your money, careless with your funds. Irresponsible comes into mind. But you can be a little bit careless with your money because you are impulsive, you are moody. When you're trying to fight something or you have a lot of fear tied up in you, those are things that really feed that impulsive nature. Yeah. So watch out for that this month. If you're feeling that fear of change, don't sweep it under the rug. Embrace it. Just don't camp out in it. Just say, okay, I'm afraid. I'm trying not to fight it. I'm afraid here, but I'm ready to move ahead with courage. That's all we can ask. That's all the universe can ask, and that's all you can ask of yourself. I do feel like this is a wonderful time because you're an original thinker. You want to help mankind, and the only way to help mankind is to help them look at things in a different way and understand that just because there's an ending doesn't mean that there's not a new beginning around the corner. And it doesn't mean that you're completely leaving that person, place, or thing behind. It just means that maybe your relationship needs to transition in some way. Yeah, maybe you need to go from friendship to a romantic relationship. And in that sense, you do have to end kind of part of your relationship because you're moving into a new space with that relationship, your friends, and more. It's just an example. That's not what I'm saying is going to happen out there this month. Not saying it, but I'm just giving you an example. Okay? All right, let's see what we got in the cards here. As I really would like to spread my cards out. For advice, let's see what we got in the advice cards here. My goodness, I am just throwing cards around. Probably because I can't spread them out properly with mouse laying here. I know. He and Mercury have been all over the place today. Ooh, Rhiannon, sorceress. Let's see if we can get this in focus. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. I love this. If you are trying to manifest something, if you're trying to manifest a new job, a new business, a promotion, a new haircut, whatever, you are going to have to be able to say goodbye to something in your life to embrace this new reality. Sorceress, Rhiannon. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. Don't be afraid. Let's see. Second advice card. My goodness, seriously. See, if I could just use my whole desk, this would be different. Mouse, I'm flipping cards over for you. Ooh. New moon eclipse. Expect powerful change. Okay, definitely seeing a theme here. So, manifesting intentions into reality, and then your clear intentions into reality, and then a new moon eclipse. Expect a powerful change. I like that a lot. Let's see if I can find the new moon eclipse card. Passage, so I can read it. Blue moon, mutable moon. Boy, I'm doing really good at finding these today. Full moon eclipse. Okay, new moon eclipse. Got it. Mouse, you're really making my life a lot more challenging. Okay, new moon eclipse. Expect powerful change. If you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings, and there are powerful energies at work. But be prepared, it could be quite a ride. And events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new directions you take will almost always lead you somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason. You'll appreciate it later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path. There's nothing to fear. Never mind the past. Life evolves every single day. This is amazing. This is amazing. There is some amazing changes coming up for you. And again, I feel like this is a very clear preview of maybe what we can see for you in 2025. Yay! Thank you so much for joining me today, 44. Thank you so much for your continued support on my channel. You have no idea how much I appreciate you. I really do. I mean, especially after my 4-month sabbatical. So thank you. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful November. I look forward to taking this journey with you all the way through 2025. Yes, we're going to finish up 2024 first, but just putting that out there. All right, until I see you again, Life Path 44, get out there and make your magic. Bye.